Howdy, and welcome to the Feed Bandit podcast, where we talk all things hunting and introduce you to the most innovative hunting gear and services. Here are your hosts, Jimmy Byrne and Richard Kinchlow. Howdy, folks. Welcome back to the Feed Bandit podcast. Jimmy here, and as always, I'm joined by Richard. What's going on?
Howdy. We're back.
We are back. It's been a while.
Yeah, it has been.
See, it'll be
a couple of weeks, I guess.
Yeah, I guess 3 weeks or so. I mean, it was mid-December when we last talked with the folks, and
wow, it's March 9th now. So that's
did you black out for 2 months?
God, no, no. You know, it's talk about months and all that kind of stuff. I've been watching this. Have you seen this whole deal going over in Australia? The entire continent is on fire. Have you seen it?
On fire figuratively, or
no, like as in reality. Yeah.
No,
I mean literally there's a brush fire. It's unbelievable. It's horrible. The entire continent is on fire. Just out of control brush fires, no rain. Of course, I know all those global warming ding-dongs are going to say, but it was kind of making me think of like our July and August, and it's been so dry here. I'm like, God, here we go.
Right.
We need the rain. God knows we need the rain.
Well, we're on the downslope towards spring, so.
Yeah,
I guess we'll have to see what's going to happen there. I hadn't seen the Farmer's Almanac, so.
Well, I have, and they said that, and they were like, "Oh yeah, get your snow booties out, kids. It's going to be a cold
right."
one."
I remember that.
Yeah. This past
like
Sunday, I was outside. Could have had my shirt off.
Oh yeah.
If I really wanted to, and I saw a butterfly. When's the last time you saw a butterfly in the wild in January? Right. In Texas, okay, not like in Guatemala or one of those Mexico countries, Yeah, it's
2 years. I guess is it? About 2 years now of no winter here.
Sucks, I know.
And which means my allergies will probably that much worse come next deer season.
Oh, probably, yeah.
But I think I'm going to get on a allergy shot regimen.
Are you really?
Starting pretty soon to.
Oh man! All right, listen.
You ready,
ladies and gentlemen? Let me tell you something. So, Jimmy was, and I don't think he's not like some sort of like I don't cook my food in the microwave type guy, but he was always like, "Nah, I don't need drugs. I'll be fine. I don't need drugs. I'll be fine." Whereas his head is so full of snot from the worst case of bronchitis ever recorded. And he's dying, but that was the turning point. That when he had the worst case of bronchitis probably ever recorded in Dallas, and finally he was like, maybe I'll go get some medicine. And of course, it fetched him around. He was better, and then I think it was probably the next deer season when he typically just gets these horrible allergy attacks. Sure enough, sitting there floating around his doc kit is the generic brand allergy medicine. So the fact that he is admitting to all of us friends and colleagues out there that he's getting allergy shots, this is a big deal.
It is.
I mean, God only knows what they're putting in your body.
That's true.
Thought about that?
Oh well.
We're all gonna die anyway.
Yeah, it kind of hit me. It took. I mean, it's not the first time it happened, but remember the first deer I shot this year. I think it was the first deer when I was cleaning it, and like my right eye was like swollen shut.
Yeah, he looked like Rocky.
But the thing is, then I go take a shower and it kind of goes away. It's like it literally is an allergy attack, or But since we're on this, if anyone wants a laugh, I have my allergy test right in front of me here, and let's just read off some of the things that might attack me, while we're out there deer hunting, or just really going around the ranch in general.
Right.
All right. So first one. Okay. What they do is when they test you, they rank your level of allergen or whatever to each thing on a scale of 0 to 5. 5 being the most severe possible, I guess.
Right.
So let me just go through some of these. The first group was grasses. So Bermuda, I'm a number 3.
Oh.
Johnson, I'm a 3.
You know what? I'm a 19. I hate that stuff, but not because I'm allergic to it, because it's horribly invasive.
Let's see here. Rye, I'm a 4. Well, so perennial rye, I'm a 4. Italian rye, I'm a 5.
Oh, geez. Thank God. What the papa does that mean, though?
Right. No Italian food for me.
Right.
Let's go into weeds. This is a good one. You know, everyone thinks, oh, weeds. You know, that's what I'm allergic to. Ragweed, 3.
Surprise. That's a big one.
Sagebrush, I'm a 5.
Woo!
Let's see here. Okay, trees. Let's jump to trees. Those are the 2 biggest in the weed group. But trees, this is a big one for me. Oak. Just general oak.
Right.
I'm a 5.
Oh, God.
Yeah, the most.
That's horrible.
Yeah. Hackberry, I'm a 4. Pecans, I'm a 4.
Oh, no. But
And
can you eat the pecans?
Oh yeah, eat the you know what out of pecans.
Yeah.
It's just the allergy from them, you know, or whatever. I have 0 food allergies, by the way.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
You're not allergic to shellfish?
No. Poor legend. Here's the big one, mountain cedar.
Oh, God.
4.
God's allergic to mountain cedar.
Yeah, I'm only a 4 though, believe it or not.
That's crazy.
Box elder, 3.
Okay.
Cottonwood, I'm a 5. So that's interesting.
We don't have any of those. We've got sycamores, remember?
Yes.
Why'd y'all name this cottonwood? Well, there's a cotton that's a sycamore. Oh, okay.
But to be fair, you know, all these things they tested for are everything in the region, so it could be in the air.
No, totally.
Ash and cypress, I'm 4.
Okay.
Willow, I'm a 3. Ligustrum, I'm a 3.
Willow.
Birch and olive, I'm a 3. Redberry juniper, I'm a 4.
Kill it.
Let's see here. So maybe some other ones. Let me find other ones that some people might know. I'll skip the molds.
Are any of these in your house? Because you sound like you're dying right now.
No, you know, because the last couple of days the pollen count's been like a record high.
Yeah.
So and my eyes have been itching the whole time.
So miserable.
Oh, okay. Let me just jump to the animals here.
Yes.
Right. Dog, I'm a 4. So that's one that is in my house.
Goodbye, biscuit.
Right. That's what I said the second I got these results. Horse, I'm a 5.
Well, that sucks.
Cats, I'm a 4. Dust mites, I'm a 4. I'm not allergic to mice.
Mice? That's
good. Cockroaches, I'm a 4.
Disgusting. Gross. Ugh.
That's about it. So as you can see, I have some good allergies to some of the stuff that we basically bury ourselves around for.
God, that is
Hence why when I saw that, I was like, "Yep, let's just get back to doing some allergy shots." Because I did them when I was younger.
Oh, did you really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, probably up till about 8, 9, or 10 years old. And
kidding.
Yeah, evidently when you do that, like I'll get to it just real fast. I know this is probably boring to some people, but when you do that and you go through like a couple of years of treatment, it's supposed to last 25, 30 years. So if you back out the math there, it was about to be 40.
Not going to happen.
So now that's why it's hitting me. And, you know, it really only started in the last 3-4 years, if you think about it. So that's why it's worn off. Yeah, I mean, the math. So anyway, bottom line is hopefully if I do this regimen by next year, I'm hoping that, you know, it won't be that big a deal.
Yeah. All right. Well, good.
We'll see. So I don't know what we got to cause us to go down that path, but
I don't know. It sure is fun though. I miss bantering.
That was I went over there and did that right before Christmas, so that was
right.
You know,
right.
That was my holiday update, I guess.
Excellent. Excellent.
But we want to welcome everyone to 2020. You know, the first episode of the Feed Bandit podcast in the new year. It starts year 2 of Feed Bandit.
God, is it really?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, we did it last year's technically, so.
Right. Right. Okay.
So,
Yeah. No, that makes sense. Okay.
and I mean, we're working on some cool stuff for everybody. So
Yep.
hopefully everyone sticks around and
Absolutely.
enjoys hearing us talk about the sport we love and everything. And we
Absolutely.
want to thank everyone who's been listening.
Yes.
And as we start the new year, looking forward to it.
Yes, for sure. For sure. Yeah, it's kind of crazy as we jump into the new year and the calendar restarts where it's I was thinking about, okay, what are we going to talk about? Well, we can talk about the week after Christmas as far as what we did hunting wise and so on and so forth. But it's funny. I'm kind of remembering back now that you say it to last year. We were talking about, okay, what's January? What are we doing? What are we doing? And here we are. And in the state of Texas, the weather is not. The rain's been awful, pretty much statewide. So we didn't have a lot of wintertime forbs. We did not have. I think a lot of the winter wheat patches that the ranchers and farmers put in did come up, so that's a good source of food. But again, with the lack of rain, it's been stressful on them. Thankfully, quote unquote, the cold weather I don't think has been particularly a big problem. So that's been one less stress. But the point of saying all this is, with January coming around, now is the time. January 1 is the time to get those protein feeders filled up to the brim. Because really at this point, that protein is out there to supplement the hurt and beat and worn out bodies of those bucks, especially the older bucks. They really need, and the does too. People think, well, the bucks are there fighting, right? Yeah, well, the girls are running around like crazy too, right? So they're burning calories. It's a strain on them. So, man, now is the time to get those protein feeders rolling.
Mm-hmm.
January,
right? And if anyone is trying to find some places to go and buy some protein, I think we might have something to help them out. Don't we?
Slightly. Oh, yes, we do. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Yep. Coming to a feed store near you very, very, very soon. It's been kind of a work in progress. In fact, it was kind of the whole reason why we started this thing called Feed Bandit. Is our feed
hence
search
the word feed, right?
Yeah, hence the word feed. People are probably like, why did they name this thing? Okay, why did they name it Google? What the hell's a Google anyway?
Right.
We've talked about that before, but yeah. So one of the things that we have been working on, for many years now is a dedicated search engine for hunters, okay, or really anybody looking to purchase feed, okay. So whether it be protein, corn, or supplies, blinds, feeders, whatever it may be, from local feed stores. Okay. Obviously for those in Texas, this is primarily for you. We have not migrated outside of Texas yet. But again, the thought is that if you live in Austin, Texas, and you've got a deer lease in let's say in San Saba, okay, so not too far away. You're leaving your 9 to 5 on Friday at 5:00. Okay. Well, you got to stop and you got to get protein, right? Okay. Well, instead of supporting those gigantic box stores, okay, and a lot of those big box stores, we all know who they are. They don't sell deer protein anyway. They sell deer corn, which is just as bad, in our humble opinion. But instead,
why bad?
Well, it's because a lot of that stuff they don't watch the dates on it. Okay. I ran into some corn at some deer corn at one of the box stores here in Dallas that had been, I think it was late, it was a couple of weeks ago. And it had like a early 2019 date on there. So it probably could have weevils, things of that nature. The other thing is a lot of the big box stores are literally just putting deer corn out there to get you into the stores, And hey, we love capitalism. That's definitely their right. But when it comes to buying feed and all your hunting supplies needs, hey, support the small town folks. And that's the reason why we founded the Feed Bandit search engine. is for the feed stores in the state of Texas and other states coming soon, we hope. To go on there, they can advertise, hey, listen, I'm in Lampasas, Texas, and here's my price of feed, whether it be corn and protein. And so a hunter that's coming from Austin to Lampasas or San Saba can type in, I'm here, I'm going to San Saba, and anybody who has signed up for our service will be able to see, hey, wow, okay, great, gosh, instead of instead of waiting to the next morning and driving back into town for my hunting lease, I can stop en route. They don't have to pick up the phone, things of that nature. It's really a nice, convenient tool for the hunters. So that is a project that we are working diligently on right now. We're going to be reaching out to feed stores. We've already been doing a lot of it, but reaching out to feed stores here, really, starting tomorrow actually. To really get interest up. This is something that's never been done before, right, Jimmy?
Yeah, as far as we know, and
it is definitely a new thing. It's exciting because it's really going to help put a lot of these feed suppliers. Because again, and I kind of misspoke there. A lot, some of the potential customers that we've got are not just feed stores. Okay, they could be, they could be a custom fab gun shop in Menard, Texas. Who knows?
An outfitter.
An outfitter, exactly. But if they're catering to hunters, and they're a small Texas business, we want to help them out.
Yeah, I mean, the key there is the search engine is, like Richard said, dedicated to you, the hunter. So the things that are going to come up, or the the locations and the services, the businesses that'll come up, are those things that you'll be using it to find those things. Like you said, feed stores for not only the feed you need, but maybe if you want to buy a blind or a feeder or other hunting products, or even just other tools or whatever that you might need from a feed store.
Exactly.
And you're like, I can buy this at Home Depot, but my ranch is near X small town, I might as well support them, or support one along the way, because who knows, one day, I may need their services for something, and I want to make sure they're there for me.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, that's the whole...
Feed stores are an intricate part of the small town America, I should say, community. And without them, they're absolutely essential. They have to have them. They're extremely important. And I think it's safe to say that over the years, a lot of the folks that come from the city and that head out to the country, they're stopping at these big box stores, and sure, it might be a little bit more convenient for them to do that. Okay, well, we're helping the small town stores fight back. By making it easier on the hunters now to get into them, to get down to the near to their local feed stores near their hunting leases or their ranches, and give them those dollars that they need. They definitely need. So
we're just trying to
2020
do something right, and we're just trying to do something to help, really, in the end, kind of preserve culture. Here.
Yes, you're exactly
more
right.
than anything. I mean, the more
you are exactly right. Feed stores are always going to have cattle ranchers and sheep ranchers and all that kind of stuff. Okay, but the hunting industry is it's crucial for them. It is absolutely crucial. Even a couple of bags of deer corn from your local feed store is going to make a difference. Going in there and getting a battery from them, it's going to make a difference. Feeder battery, that is. So we love it. Support your small town feed store. We've been screaming that for years now. So we're trying to help.
Absolutely. Yep. So stay tuned for more on that from us as we ramp that up.
Yes.
If anyone's out there listening and you're not on our email list, this is a good opportunity to get on there, because not only will we be talking about that and what other cool things we'll be able to find by being on our email list. We have other other really neat deals we're working on with other people that make really cool hunting stuff that you want to know about. So a key thing to do so you don't miss out on any of that is to join our email list and stay in touch with us. We'll be reaching out to everybody on there a lot more this year, and we think we're going to try to make it a fun thing, an entertaining and
Yes.
a actionable thing that you'll really be looking out for that email, hopefully, from Feed Bandit, and
Right.
really want to read it. It won't take all day to read it. It'll be something quick, but it'll be something entertaining and interesting to you. So.
Yeah, our goal is, listen, all of us got to work. At least a overall majority of us have got to work. So we figure, maybe if we can send out an email, that'll give you some entertainment and give you maybe a little reprieve from your day-to-day life, and and kind of put your head back out there in the brush. I think it's fun. And that's kind of what we're trying to do. We know that y'all get all kinds of emails left and right, and we're trying to be different.
Right. So, if that's of interest, sign up at feedbandit.com, or you can text 345-345, or text 345-345, but text the word Feed Bandit to that number, and sign up that way quickly via your phone, and you'll be on our list. So. Stay tuned. We're really looking forward to rolling out some of the cool things we have in store for y'all this year. 2020, I believe, will be a seminal year for Feed. Yes, the year of the Bandit.
Yeah,
there you go.
Love it.
Yes, exactly. So
been looking to work that in.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right. Well, did you want to talk about what success or not successes we've had hunting since we talked to folks last?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'd say the most wonderful time of the year is really kind of the week after Christmas. That's when we all head down to Rancho Bandito, and we spend a lot of time down there, and it was this time did not disappoint. I will say that we didn't harvest as many animals as we usually do, but we are still fighting the acorns. I have never seen anything like this, and kind of the reports from around the rest of the state is they agree. You got some old quote unquote old timers that have been alive for 80 years, and they ain't never seen an acorn crop anything like this. It is unbelievable. And it's to the point where we've talked about it on the podcast, but at some of the feeders at Rancho Bandito, we have to have a little remote control in there, because the turkeys will come in there and they'll wipe out your corn, and then your hogs or your deer won't come in there, and obviously it becomes a real pain in the butt. And let me tell you what, we didn't use that button all year. I did not see but maybe one flock of turkeys the entire time, which is unbelievable. And we have not had some sort of mass die-off. Where are they? They're in there pounding those acorns.
Right.
Our deer hunting has been less than stellar this time of year, and it's something we always talk about come September, October, when we talk about doing some scouting and all that kind of stuff. Well, guess what? They're not hitting the feeders, and again, supplemental feeding. Okay, so you don't want to be relying on it, but when you want to shoot one, it sure is handy. Again, they're in the bush, they're eating the acorns, and so we've really been forced to kind of think outside the deer blind, and we've been sitting up in tripods. We've been kind of doing mountain man type style, which has been a lot of fun, and it's been extremely successful. One of our most popular stands that we've killed probably 10 deer from this year alone is along a transition route. Going from real heavy bedding cover out into really what it amounts to be a feeding area. And the deer just seem to go and blow through there, without care. And we have been able to drop a lot of deer. just naturally using that, whereas guys have been sitting at feeders or just hearing crickets.
Mm-hmm. Or seeing them under the trees, way out in the distance, and never coming in.
That's correct. Right. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it has not been uncommon for us to go driving through and blow 10 deer out from underneath a big old oak tree while Jimmy's sneezing because he's highly allergic to oaks. But I'll tell you, the real crazy thing that has just perplexed us, that was not perplexed us, it just amazes us, rather, is the fact that we have killed about 4 hogs total. Typically, by this time of year, we've killed probably upwards of 30 or 40, maybe more. But here we go again. Where are they? They're eating the acorns underneath these oak trees. We have not had the rainfall, the sustained rainfall that will break through that canopy and destroy those acorns, rot them out, you know? Yeah, you don't think about it, but acorns, especially live oak acorns, have a pretty nice little coat on them, a little shell, right? And so, you know, if an acorn doesn't sit there on a rotted ground, they'll be there for a while. Mm-hmm. And we just haven't had the rain to really rot those acorns so that the deer stop eating, the turkeys stop eating, the hogs will eat it, you know, probably regardless. But, man, 2019 has been the year of the acorn. I've never seen anything like it.
Well, what really kind of punctuated that for me, and I use the word punctuate for a reason, was that night over Heaven Week when I shot the doe. Mm-hmm. Well, one of our buddies, Illini, shot a buck, and it turns out he gut shot. Oh, he had a gut shot on there. Yeah, and as we're cleaning it, the obviously the stomach was open and whatnot, and I walked over there, and full acorns, were laying around there and fell out.
Oh, that crazy!
Full acorns, just like they just swallowed them.
Right. I mean, I forgot about that.
They didn't even chew them.
They didn't even bother to chew it.
Right.
That is unbelievable.
That, to me, seeing that is like, that right there is the season so far.
Oh yeah. And it's crazy. I wonder why they didn't even bother to chew it, because they chew corn. And corn is significantly smaller than acorns. You figured the acorns that we got this year were freaking ginormous.
Oh, yeah. They were pretty big.
I don't know how. I forgot about that. That's right. Yeah, so, we ended up shooting a handful of deer. I ended up killing a doe out of that blind that we were discussing that didn't have a lot of or that doesn't have a feeder. For me, really, I spend the majority of my time, of course, out there hunting the quackers. And let me tell you, night and day from last year. Last year, 2018, we had so much freaking rain that we had a lot of rain and no cold. So what does that equal? That equals a lot of real estate and no ducks. So, if a duck would even think that there was trouble, he would just fly next door and he'd be a million miles away from you, But this year we had a little, some cool spells here and there, push ducks down, not a lot of water. So they were forced to kind of concentrate. And because of that, even with my crappy, miserable calling, I'm sitting at about 30 ducks this year, which is a record for me.
That's pretty unbelievable.
Pretty happy. Yep. Pretty happy.
What was it last year?
Oh, well, last year it was 6 or 8 hunts in a row that I didn't see a thing. Nothing. Not even a cardinal. Yeah. So, boy, what a difference a year makes.
Yeah, it's a significant improvement. So,
yeah, big time.
Congratulations, Corn Bandit.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
But every good thing must come to an end, and it just it kills me. But when I was a kid, it's because when I was a kid, I didn't have anything else to worry about, right? So I really would take the end of Christmas hard, and I'd really take the end of tech football season hard, and I'd really take the end of hunting season really hard. But I've got a lot more stuff to worry about, new job, kids, things of that nature, balding, fat. So with all that to worry about, I'm actually looking forward to the off season. Getting out there and running around in my Crocs, popping hogs. Hopefully, when the acorns go away, getting those feeders filled up and just thinking about the future. So, I tell you, thinking about it now, if I can find the picture, Jimmy, I'll send it to you. The feeder that we have got our coon hoods on. Now we've talked about the coon hoods before. Mm-hmm. Remember, they are the coon hood is the ingenious device that basically puts a hood over the deer protein feeder downspout, so that when the coon gets up there to pummel your feeder, he or she's weight basically shuts the port so they can't get their little turd hands in there and scoop all your protein out. This one feeder that we installed them on was typically by January is overrun. I mean, they're like lining up. It's like a soup kitchen. It's crazy. And it's typically so bad that I'll put my Duke's dog-proof traps out there and we'll catch 4 or 5. I mean, it is insane. Well, my dad sent me a picture the other day of the corn feeder that's adjacent to that feeder with the coon cuffs or the coon hoods on it. Mm-hmm. And it was unbelievable. We got I think it's 4 or 5 coons on the feeder, below the feeder. And let me tell you, we have not seen a lot of that. So they have been kicked out of the protein feeder because they can't get in there because the coon hoods were saving a fortune. And now they're going to eat the free corn. So come late January, I got a nasty surprise. They're going to get one of them little jingly jangly bracelets and the little sardine down there. They can't resist it. And then you make a canoe of their head with a 22, and life is good. So
sounds like you need to put more than one.
Oh no! Believe me, we're going to think strategically on this. Right. Yeah, it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. So trapping season is kind of officially upon us now as well. So,
well, you know what? That sounds like it might be a good topic for a subsequent episode.
I agree.
Very soon.
I agree. I totally agree.
So save that thought.
I will.
Awesome.
I will. So, yep, good times. Overall, pretty darn good fall hunting season. Personally, and this is just me talking, I think this could be a record turkey season too. Probably one of the best we've ever had.
If I can just get out there one weekend when it's not raining.
Yeah, I know.
I was reading an article about hunting turkey in the rain, and evidently it's possible.
It's
according to this article. So,
well, yeah, it's sitting on the porch and putting up the camo and telling the kids to shut up. Yeah, knowing your luck, the one time you do come down, big monsoon,
Yeah. For everyone who doesn't know, I'm excited. Don't get me wrong. Turkey hunting is my favorite, though. But I am going to have a daughter joining my family on March 2nd. And what happens on March 2nd?
God, that's so awesome. Oh, that would be Texas Independence Day, March 2nd, 1836 at Washington on the Brazos. The Texicans said, we are done with this, declared their freedom from Norte Mexico, and there you go.
Well, the doctor told my wife, she said, well, okay, next time you come in, we'll figure out, we'll schedule a date because you have a C-section.
March 2nd.
And she said, probably somewhere, around end of February, beginning of March. And I told her, tell her March 2nd. So my point in going through when my daughter's being born is, turkey season starts a little later than that, but she's still going to be pretty fresh. So it's going to be tough for me to get out, get out there.
Well, yeah, we'll make it work. We'll figure it out. We'll bring old Jeb with you. I mean, it'd be perfect walking through, head high grass and all that kind of stuff.
I'll give him the zombifying machine, and he can sit there staring at Blippy.
Yes.
With his earplugs in or whatever.
Yeah, and then just give him his little sippy cup with about half Benadryl, half water. I'm sleepy.
Good.
Sleep, my young apprentice. Well, It's been a good one, buddy. It's
Yes,
been
sir.
fun. Numero uno for the 2020. So
And
a lot
more to come.
A lot more to come. And, I'm really hoping I get another solicitation call when we're doing these. It's been a while. I've not had one in a couple of days. So,
how we could spur that on.
oh, I'm sure there's a couple of things, a couple of websites I can go to, and my phone will just ring off the hook. Yeah. Rumor has it, of course.
Rumor has it, right?
Yeah.
Well, we'll see. We'll see what kind of fun stuff we can bring to this thing in 2020. So
Definitely.
All right, folks. Well, thanks for suffering through this one with us.
Oh no, they loved it. It was good.
Good. I hope they did. So everyone out there, come back next week for the next one, and we hope to see you then. Until then, take care. Thanks for listening to the Feed Bandit podcast. Just a reminder to text the word bandit to 345-345. And when you do, you'll join our email list where we'll send killer deals on innovative hunting products and services, along with entertaining tips and tricks straight to your inbox. You don't want to miss out, so again, text the word bandit to 345-345, and we look forward to seeing you on the hunt. Until next time, have a good one, and remember to support your local feed store.